Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back at you with another update, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of horror DVDs that I ordered off an Australian website called Utopia. They also have a shop in Sydney. Now I want to give a massive shout out to Explosive Action or Simon. He was awesome enough. We chat back and forth, we're really good friends on here. But yeah, he let me know about the free shipping that Utopia was doing at the end of last month. It ended on December 31st, so I took advantage of that and actually placed two rather big orders in, and I'm really happy with not only what I picked up but especially the prices that I got these movies for. Excellent prices, especially locally. So yeah, picked up a lot of great stuff. They're sort of a mixture of imports from the US and UK, but as I said, some excellent prices, and a few of these movies are out of print, so especially good prices on them. But yeah, if you're not subscribed to Simon or Explosive Action, his channel link will be left in the description box below, so highly recommend that you go over and check him out and give him a sub. He's awesome. Now I also found out from Simon that Utopia are now doing free shipping with any order over $35, so that's pretty good in itself, really. Their online range isn't massive and it's kind of random, the selection they have, but I got lucky and picked up some great things. So I'll also be leaving the website for Utopia, only probably really applicable to my Australian viewers, but if anyone else is interested in checking them out, I'll leave it below. So enough rambling on, we've rambled on long enough, as I often do, so let's get into showcasing the movies that I picked up. We're going to start with the normal horror first, then move on to the slashers. Now, most of these I haven't seen yet. In fact, I haven't even opened them up, and the reason for that is I was just wanting to show you guys the prices, and I've got a massive amount, so I'm not even sure when I'd get around to watching all these movies, and I don't want them lying around waiting to be watched for an update, so I wanted to do the update straight away. So sorry about that I haven't seen most of these. I think I've only seen one or two, but you guys can let me know what you think of them anyway. The first one I picked up is Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Checked out a trailer and this movie looks frigging awesome. I reckon I'm absolutely going to love it, so can't wait to check it out. This is the UK release and I picked it up for $12. The next one's definitely the bargain of the bunch, and that's Amityville 2 The Possession. I'm not a fan of the original Amityville horror, but I love the remake. But I've heard this sequel's really good, so looking forward to checking it out. This is the US release, and I paid $6 for this one. The next one I'm really excited to check out. I've seen trailers a couple of times on some of my other movie discs, and it looks really good, and that's Pig Hunt. This is the UK edition. This looks awesome, about a group of people that go pig hunting and they're after a killer pig. Luke also recommended this one to me as well, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. It's a UK release and it cost me $9. The next one's an Australian film from the 70s, which I only just found out about recently, but it's meant to be pretty good, and that's Long Weekend. There's also a remake to this which is meant to be appalling, but yeah, this is the original from the late 70s, Aussie horror movie about a couple that go bush and they do something to the nature and the nature basically turns on them, so it's meant to be really good, and I paid $9 for this one also. The next one's one that I've been wanting to check out for quite some time now. I do have quite big expectations for it. It's another Australian horror movie from the 80s, Dead End Driver. Now this is directed by Brian Tentred Smith, who did Turkey Shoot and BMX Bandits, two fantastic movies, especially BMX Bandits, love it. So I do have quite high hopes for this one, and I've heard it's pretty good. It's about a group of juvenile delinquents. They're sort of kept imprisoned in a drive-in theatre, so it sounds pretty cool. And I paid $14 for this one, so pretty good price. This is the US Midnight Madness series release. Alright, now we're on to my slashes. So the first one is, I paid a fair amount for this one, but I think it's worth it. Well, hopefully it is. And that's Class Reunion Massacre. This one's also known as Redeemer, Son of Satan. Now I know the US version of Redeemer, Son of Satan is out of print. This one is a DVD-R, I found out. I don't really mind, I'm not too bothered. It has the cover art and everything, so I've heard mixed things on it. I've heard it's not that great, but I definitely wanted it for the collection anyway. And I paid $19 for it, which is kind of steep, but at the same time not too bad. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes, but if you've seen it, I'm keen to hear your opinions on it. The next one is A Welcome to Spring Break. I think this is the Canadian release, I'm not too sure, and I do believe this particular release is out of print, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, this is another one that I've heard mixed things on. It's meant to be pretty cheesy, but it was on my wish list to pick up for 80s slasher films, so glad to wipe another one off that, and got it for a pretty good price at $13. The next one was definitely the bargain, and I'm really happy and really surprised that I came across a copy of this one, and that's Just Before Dawn. This is the 2-disc special edition. Now this one is out of print in America, so I was pretty surprised to find it on the Utopia website, and especially for $13, which is a fucking fantastic price, I reckon. I did own this before and traded it off, which I did regret. I'm going to give this one another chance because I didn't really enjoy it when I owned it. I've only seen it once before, and yeah, as I said, didn't really enjoy it, but I'm definitely going to give this one another chance. I've got a lot more into slashers since I've seen this one, so hopefully I like it a lot more, but regardless, I'm going to hang on to it. I'm not going to get rid of it. So, Just Before Dawn. The next one is another Midnight Madness series, and that's The Initiation. This one is slightly cheaper on Amazon, but then when you factor in shipping and everything, I thought I might as well just pick it up from Utopia. It's $15, which is a price that I was happy to pay for. I own this on a double feature pack with Mountaintop Motel Massacre, but I wanted my own individual release of the movie. This is one that I have not seen yet actually, and I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out because I've heard pretty good things about it, and the cover art is pretty awesome on that. The next one is one that I'm very excited to check out. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and that's Fanatic. This is also known as The Last Horror Film. This is the trauma release of the movie, and I quite like the cover art. It's pretty cheesy. I got this one for $12. This one is meant to be really good, and I'm especially excited to check it out because it has Joe Spinell in it, and I thought he was friggin' phenomenal as Frank Zito in Maniac. So I'm very, very excited to check this one out. So that's Fanatic or The Last Horror Film. This was another good pickup, and I really haven't heard anyone talk about this movie except for one person, and that's one of Xmas One, or James. We were talking about it, and that is Don't Panic. This is a slasher movie from Mexico, I think. Oh, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. But this one is supposedly fairly rare. This is the UK release, by the way, and from the trailers that I've seen of it and some write-ups on IMDb and stuff like that, it sounds really good. So I'm especially excited to check this one out, and I paid $13 for that, which was a really good price. I'm not too sure which year it came out, but somewhere in the 80s anyway. But if anyone's seen this one, I'm especially keen to hear your thoughts on it. Two more to go. This is another really rare one that I didn't actually know even existed on DVD. It's not meant to be that great, and that's Blood Cult. Pretty awesome cover art with the meat cleaver there. I got this for a really good price, $11, which I was pretty happy with. This is from 1985, and it sounds fairly interesting. It's like a co-ed or campus slasher, and basically the killer takes people's body parts and then he leaves like a little golden amulet nearby. As I said, it's supposedly not meant to be that great, but I'm still glad to own it, and I'm looking forward to checking this one out. So that's Blood Cult. And lastly is Happy Hell Night from the early 90s. This has been one that I've been wanting for quite some time now, and I'm glad to finally own it. It's been on my wish list for a while. I've just sort of been lazy, never got around to picking it up. This is the Anchor Bay release from the US, and I paid $12 for this one. This one I've heard really, really good things about actually, so definitely pretty excited to check this one out. Alright, so that has been my update from my Utopia order. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Sorry that I really couldn't give my opinions on any of the movies, but I definitely wanted to do this update while I had the prices still on discs, and as I said, I have no idea when I would have got around to watching all of these movies anyway. But yeah, I'll be leaving Explosive Action or Simon's channel link in the description box below, so head on over and sub to him. And once again, Simon, thank you so much for letting me know about Utopia's free shipping. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll also be leaving the Utopia website in the description box below also. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this update. I'm certainly happy with everything I've picked up. Pretty excited to add some great horror titles to the collection, and then also more slashes for the collection, which is always awesome, and for pretty good prices, I think. So yeah, that's been this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks a lot for watching.